your fingers. And then we practice the social distancing, which is about 1.5 meters. Our lesson for today is on singular and plural nouns. Let's turn to page 3 in the booklet, and we start with the lesson. Like we said before, our lesson is on singular and plural nouns. And our learning objective is learners should be able to identify and use the plural nouns that require S, ES, IES, as well as the irregular plural nouns that change and do not change. What are plural nouns? A noun is a word used to name a person, a thing, a place, or idea. Nouns can be singular, one, or plural, more than one. A plural noun indicates that there is more than one person, animal, place, thing, or idea. In general, we form plural nouns by adding the letter S to the singular noun. For example, one car, two cars. An apple, 4 apples. One teacher, 5 teachers. One road, 3 roads. For singular nouns ending in S, SS, sh or ch, x or z, add es to the end of the noun to make it plural. For example, fox, foxes. Match, matches. One box, 2 boxes. One glass, 2 glasses. When a noun ends in a vowel followed by Y, only add NS. For example, one tray, 2 trays. One key, 2 keys. Boy, boys. One guy, 3 guys. One monkey, 10 monkeys. One turkey, 2 turkeys. For nouns ending in a consonant followed by Y, remove Y and add IES. For example, one city, 2 cities. One party, 2 parties. One baby, 4 babies. One pony, 2 ponies. One country, 2 countries. Worry, worries. Let's go to the board now so that I explain something to you. Now, we said when a noun ends in a vowel and it's followed by a Y, like here, you just add an S to the noun to make it plural. You have tray, so it becomes trays. The noun ends in a vowel and it's followed by Y. So you just add an S. Again, the same thing with boy. So it becomes boys. One boy, 5 boys. You just add an S. But in the case where you have your noun ending in a consonant followed by Y, what you do is you drop the Y and you add IES. You drop the Y and you add IES, and you have countries. The same thing with party. Party ends in T and is followed by Y. So what we do is we drop the Y and we add IES, and we have parties. That's the difference between the two. Now let's go back to the booklet and we turn to page 4. Yeah, some nouns have irregular plurals with no S at the end. Man becomes men with an E. Child, children. Foot, feet. One person, two people. Mouse, mice. One goose, 5 geese. Some other irregular plurals do not change. For example, sheep remain sheep. We don't add an S to that. Fish, fish. One deer, two deer. A series, series. It is important to know that not all nouns have plural forms. Nouns that do not have a plural form or singular form are called uncountable nouns. But we shall discuss them in the next lesson. We are still on page 4, and we are starting with the activities. The first activity is to change the nouns from plural to singular. Tia is going on a school camp. On the left is a list of items other children have bought. Tia is going shopping for his items from the list of the other children. So on your left-hand side, you have what the other children bought already. And on your right, it's a shopping list for Tia. The first one there, A, matches. That's what the other children have bought. Tia will buy a match. B, candles, and Tia will buy a candle. So the rest of the activities you can do on your own. We now turn to page 5, and we start with activity 2. Complete the paragraph and change the nouns in brackets to the plural form. I enjoy visiting my grandparents' farm. I need to catch a few buses. The singular noun there is bus to reach the farm. The journey there is fun, as I have the opportunity of meeting new people and even some new friends. So you may complete the rest of the paragraph on your own. Remember, all the nouns are in the singular form. You must change them to the plural form. Activity 3, find all the nouns in the sentences and change them to the plural form. Write the plural nouns on the lines. 3.1, the lady wiped the baby's nose with a handkerchief. The first noun is lady, so it becomes ladies. Baby becomes babies. Nose becomes noses. And handkerchief becomes handkerchiefs. So you do 3.2 and 3.3 on your own. Activity 4. Are the underlined nouns below spelled correctly? Shade the correct answer. 4.1. 4 trucks transported the valuable medicine. So for A, we have truck, we have trucks, or C, is it correct as it is? The answer is C. It's correct as it is. We take each accident seriously. A, accidents, B, accidentes, or C, correct as it is. The answer is C. It is correct as it is. Now you can do the rest of the exercises on your own. On page 7, you'll find a comprehension, and the questions are on page 8 and page 9. Please do read the comprehension on your own and then answer the questions starting from 5.1 on page 8 to 5.9 on page 9. The last part of our lesson is just a funny plural poem. We'll begin with a box, and the plural is boxes. Then the plural of ox should be oxes, not oxen. One fowl is a goose, but two are called geese. Yet the plural of moose should never be meese. You may find a lone mouse or a nest full of mice, but the plural of house is houses, not highs. If the plural of men is always called men, why shouldn't the plural of pen be pen? If I spoke of my foot and show you my feet, when I give you a boot, would a pair be called beat? If one is a tooth and a whole set are teeth, why shouldn't the plural of booth be called beeth? If the singular is this and the plural is these, why shouldn't the plural of keys be keys? Then one may be that, and three would be those. Yet the plural of hat would never be house. We speak of a brother and also of brethren. But though we say mother, we never say matron. So plural in English, I think you'd agree, are indeed very tricky, singularly. We have come to the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's not forget to sanitize. Inside, rub outside between your fingers. And to keep social distancing. And also do not forget to wear your mask. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone. You can't hug your friends anymore, but you can still give yourself some love, or you can practice how to blow hugs. Mwah, 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 mwah. And until next time, bye!
Welcome to my Zone Online School. My name is Teresa Damasis, and I would like to welcome Clarice, who's going to be with us today. Before we start with the lesson, let's first sanitize our hands. Wrap it inside your palms, on the outside, and between your fingers. And then you air dry it. And let's not forget to observe the social distancing, which is about 1.5 meters. Today's lesson is going to be on the singular and plural nouns. Today's lesson, as I said before, it's on plural and singular nouns. We first start with the objectives. Learners should be able to identify and use nouns, countable, uncountable, plural nouns, and nouns with no plurals, as well as nouns ending in O, F, FF, or FE, irregular nouns, and nouns with plural forms only. In the previous lesson, we learned that most plurals are formed by adding S to the end of the word. For example, car, cars, match, matches, glass, glasses. We have also learned that nouns ending in a consonant followed by Y, we remove the Y and add IES. For example, city, cities, party, parties, baby, babies. In today's lesson, we will learn the plurals of words ending in O, F, FE, and irregular plurals. Most words ending in a consonant followed by O, we add ES. For example, hero becomes heroes, echo, echoes, volcano, volcanoes, mosquito, mosquitoes, tomato, tomatoes. There are some words where either spelling is correct. In other words, you can only add an S or you add ES. For example, buffalo, it's buffaloes with an S or buffaloes with ES. Mango, mangoes or mangoes. Domino, dominoes, dominoes with only one S. However, there are exceptions. With musical terms, usually have only one S. For example, solo is solos, banjos, banjos, piano, pianos, radio, radios. When a noun ends in a vowel followed by O, we only add S. Zoo, zoos, video, videos, stereo, stereos, kangaroo, kangaroos, studio, studios, tattoo, tattoos. Then we have words ending in F or FE. We drop the F or FE and we add VES. Calf becomes calves. Half, halves. Loaf, loaves. Themselves, themselves. Thief, thieves. Yourself, yourselves. Knife, knives. Nouns ending in F or FF, we only add S. Giraffe, for example, becomes giraffes. Roof, roofs. Cliff, cliffs. Safe, safes. Then we have some nouns that are always plural. For example, scissors, glasses, trousers, jeans, tights, pants, tongues. They are always in the plural. Must also take note that the indefinite articles a or n are used to modify singular nouns. The example we have here is, I used a handkerchief to wipe my nose. It's only one handkerchief. When using plural nouns, these two articles are not necessary. I distributed handkerchiefs to the elderly. We are now going to turn to page 5. On page 5, there's a summary on singular and plural nouns. This is everything we have done from the previous lesson, and today's lesson. Please do study it carefully and use it when you do your activities. There's a reading passage on page 5. We are going to read it together. And as we are reading it, please do circle all the plural nouns that end in F, double F, or FE. The Christmas thieves. It was Christmas Eve, and Santa and all his elves were flying through the air, about to make a stop. The shelves of Santa's workshop had been emptied onto the sleigh, and all the children around the world were trying to sleep, making themselves overexcited with joy. Santa was delivering a large sack to a big family, and the elves were watching in a sleigh. They were in warm Australia, and the leaves were swaying in a cool night breeze. Suddenly, a large group of thieves, wearing all black, jumped out from nowhere and grabbed a present each and ran off. The elves sprang up in shock. The thieves ran towards an open field, and the elves sprinted off after them. "You should be ashamed of yourselves," one of the elves yelled out. So we're going to end there. Now we turn to page 6 and look at the questions. A, write a list of all the plural words ending in F you found in the Christmas thieves. B, what is the plural rule for these words? C, write 4 new plurals of your own that follow this rule. So this means you go back to the block on page 5. Exercise 2 or activity 2, change the noun or nouns in brackets into the plural forms. We're only going to do the first 2. A flock of wild geese just flew noisily overhead. B, 3 tiny mice scurried through the kitchen. You can do the rest on your own. Page 7. Activity 3. Complete the sentences below with the articles a, an, or no word where you don't need an article. Let's try number A. I have a red bicycle. I ride to school every day. B. Windhoek is a big city. So the first space is a no word. So I would like you to do the rest of the exercises on your own. On page 8, there is a crossword puzzle that I would like you to complete. The words are down below the puzzle. So across, you have loaf, wife, house, and so on. And going down, you have baby, live, and life. So you do that on your own, and please do complete that in capital letters. Page 9, there's a comprehension on page 9, which I would like you to read on your own. And then you answer the questions on page 10. Question A, the antonym or opposite of vertical is horizontal. So you must continue and finish the sentences on your own. Can you just quickly take a look at number D? It says there, rewrite the sentences in a singular form. The heat inside buildings rises when the sun bakes on the walls and roofs. So what you need to do first is identify the nouns that are in a plural, and then you rewrite the whole sentence in the singular form. We have now come to the end of our lesson. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Before we leave, Clarice, let's sanitize. Again, we sanitize our hands by wrapping the sanitizer all over. And we also must observe our social distance by stretching our arms, 1.5 meters. And also don't forget to wear your mask. I thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm back, and if you are scared of what you read on social media, talk to your parents and ask them the questions. They know everything. Until next time, bye!
Hi beautiful souls, this is Nikita Winkler and I'm here to share easy tools for stretching that you can do just about anywhere. In this session, we will be doing seated chair stretches. Remember that this is a demonstration video, so take your time. These stretches are really beneficial because we spend so much time sitting with bad posture. So let's get started. First, bring yourself to the edge of your chair, ideally not a high chair or one with wheels. Okay, we want to make sure that the hips are aligned with the knees and the ankles and that your spine is upright. Take a nice inhale, open up the chest, exhale, release back. Inhale, open up the chest, exhale, release back, just to create mobility in your spine. And now we're going to go for a spinal twist. Inhale, twist, one arm goes by the opposite knee. And exhale, you can rest your arm on the backrest, or if you don't have one, just behind you. Come back. Inhale, exhale, twist. Do a couple more as you please. From here, we're going to lean forward to stretch the entire back and spinal vertebrae. You can use a pillow right here to make it more comfortable. If you wish, you can add some tapping on the neck. Come back up. If you do some tapping, make sure you give enough pressure. When we come up, we bring the right leg up, cross it over the left knee, and rotate your ankle. One direction and the other. Inhale, press on the knee. Exhale, release. Pressure into the knee to open up the hip. If you want to go deeper, lean forward. Come back up. Cross left over right. Ankle rotation. One direction and then the other. Inhale on the knee. Exhale. Press the hip open. And if you lean forward, notice how you move into different parts of the body. Lower back, glutes, and around the hips. Come back up. And that's it for today's seated stretching. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to breathe and happy stretching.